I haven't cooked in a long ass time. Cooking was the last kind of video I wanted to make during a lockdown, however, though, because I don't like the thought of going out shopping right now. So I'm not really shopping for a long time. When I'm in the supermarket, I want to get out as quickly as possible because I don't want no viruses. I mean, but I still need to eat food. I still need to eat food. I thought it would be really chill and fun and just, I don't know, a laugh. If we could all just hang out, I could make some shit, we could talk some shit, and I got my little trusty for 200 fast vegetarian recipe book. I've been wanting to follow a recipe in this book for so long, and even though I'm not really gonna be following it exactly, I'm just I'm gonna kind of be lightly following it, but like I'm gonna add my own shit. And this is what I recommend people to do anyway, but this is definitely what you can do in a lockdown. Make stuff that you just have lying around. I don't know why people don't do that anyway. Literally, that's how I live my life. I'm just there in my cooking pot, like putting condiments and leftovers and sauces, and then like slowly regretting it because it just tastes like utter shit. This is a mushroom risotto. I'm gonna make rice and I'm gonna enjoy it. So it says here to heat olive oil in a saucepan and some like other sauces. God blimey, it's such a sunny day today. You're not even gonna be able to see me. What have we got that's leftovers that we can maybe use up today? Can you put baked beans in a risotto? I've got jelly in here, but that's just taking it a step too far, don't you think? Woo! I'm gonna be using up these baby corns. I love baby corn. You should probably use these up too. And what are they, Ellie? They are parsnips. I bloody love parsnips, especially in like a rice dish. Parsnip and swede is so underrated for rice dishes. Is that enough? Oh, soy sauce as well. We love soy sauce. Much better lighting for you guys to actually see. Oh, I can't open my freezer. That looked staged. It was not staged. I'm going to bruise there. Oh, one of my favorite things is country mix. Bagged veg might be the devil to some of you, but it's an absolute angel to me. If that didn't trigger you, this sure will. We don't usually buy frozen mushrooms, but I saw it last time we were shopping and I was like, do you know what? You open a punnet, is it a punnet of mushrooms, and you have to use it in like 2 days, and it angers me. So I was like, do you know what? That'll do. I think that'll be enough. Like, I might get a bit overwhelmed. Now, I'm not usually one to brag, but can I show you my pantry? I am so proud. It's probably a bit excessive, but it was actually a lot worse than this earlier. I'm not gonna lie, I've eaten a lot of crisps. All my crisps, chocolate, condiments. I'm collecting condiments now. Sauces, pot noodle, more chocolate, naughty bits, cereals, tea, coffees, pastas, rices. We need rice. So, this is when I found out I ain't got any. Loads of dried fruit. I'm loving dried fruit at the moment. Peach slices. I'm gonna have some of that with my jelly soon. Rice. We got the rice. And I'm probably gonna be adding a bit of garlic, because why not? And maybe Japanese spice or chicken seasoning. I'll try the Japanese spice. That seems a bit more fitting. I don't think I need any more of this. Oh, prawn crackers. I always need prawn crackers in the house for when I'm cooking either rice or chow mein. That is all. Thank you for coming to my pantry. Goodbye. Now for the bit we've all been waiting for, where Ellie sets the flat on fire. This oil is looking a bit sad for itself, but we're gonna need some oil, and quite a lot of it actually, because risotto is not very good for you. You're gonna have to be careful though, because hot oil is dangerous business. And I know that firsthand, because I have nearly killed myself multiple times cooking with it. So first I'm gonna boil the kettle, because I make my own stock. And when I say stock, I literally just mean gravy. You didn't come here for a tutorial, you came here for a mess. Oh, I forgot to get the gravy out. So this is the size of the gravy we usually get, and look at the size of the gravy I found the other day. It's literally the size of my damn head. Only I had known you could get gravy this size, I would never have got gravy this size. So this is getting very, very hot. So I'm just gonna take it off the hob for a sec. I'm literally just gonna bung these in. I just resort to gravy granules all the time because it just adds like meat to my meals which don't have meat in. Obviously not real meat, I mean just the taste of meat. It makes some sort of stock up. In goes the garlic. Quite a lot of it too because I love my garlic. Japanese spice sauce for good measure. Chili flakes, sesame seeds, and orange. Ooh. Cute. Now for the bit where everyone's gonna judge me, I'm gonna put Marmite and peanut butter. Yes, both of it together. Ooh, that looks like it's split. Am I supposed to be refrigerating this? Because I have not been doing that. Store in cool, dry place. Does that mean the fridge? I don't even know. But I love adding Marmite with my gravy anyway, and at the moment I've really loved putting peanut butter with things, but don't put in a lot of this. The whole thing's gonna taste like peanut butter if you do. Done that before, wasn't cute. Mix that on in. This actually smells like a Chinese takeaway, and I don't really understand why. I guess, yeah, I added the Chinese. Well, no, that was Japanese. I don't even know. I think it's a mixture of the garlic and the Japanese sauce. Happy accidents though, that's what I'm all about. So now you've got this strange sauce that you didn't really ask for. And can I just say, smells rather delightful. Now most people I think would put the vegetables in at this point, but I like my veg quite hard. And this in particular is basmati rice, which is my favourite kind. Obviously in Ellie's world you just wing portions because I don't really care. This smells like accidentally incredible. I've also just remembered I forgot to put salt in. That looked like loads, but obviously we've got a massive sprinkler, so you have to like do it tactfully. So I'm gonna let it do its thing, and meanwhile, chop up veg. Literally the worst part of any cooking. Now the consistency of this is a lot different. Like all the sauce is basically gone and the rice is looking more risotto-y. Parsnips are done, and these are the first things that are going in. Bloop. Oh my god, they're massive. Oh, I think I did them way too big. Okay, take two. That's a lot better. By the way, I'm putting in these first because they're really hard, and we really want to soften them because that would just not be pleasant to eat. Okie dokie, I'm adding a little bit more hot water because it's literally drinking that right up. And there's my parsnips. Now I'm gonna add the country mix, but to be honest, I'm not gonna add a lot of this because there's already a lot of veg in there now, just with the parsnips alone. Let this cook for a bit, and then very last minute, I'm just gonna add like soy sauce, a bit of the cream and mushrooms, and then it's pretty much done. No clue how I've pulled this off, but it smells divine, and it's time for the mushrooms. Oh my god, that is just too many. Adding some soy sauce, baked beans. Why the hell not? I'll probably find out soon. I just realised I'm using a fork to mix. I'm sorry. We clean the kitchen. I forgot the baby corn. I forgot the baby corn. Oh my god, the pot is massive. This is getting ridiculous. If I'd remembered about the baby corn, I probably wouldn't have put the country mix in. This is gonna feed me. It's gonna feed me for days. It's alright, we can make this work. I need to use these up because they're getting out of date soon. God, this is literally ridiculous. I love baby corn. Now I've started stirring with a fork, I kind of don't want to stop. So I'd usually add a little bit of oil at this point when there's basically no water in there left. Fry it a bit before serving, literally like 5 minutes before serving. And of course, the big old test. Oh, it's hot. Oh, it's very mushroomy. I don't know how I wing it. I really don't. Like, if I tried to make something yummy, it wouldn't be as yummy as that. Surely that's an issue. Now for the grand finale. Smells rather mushroomy. Oh shit. Mukbang shot.
Mukbang. Mukbang.
All I need now is...
Look at that mukbang shot.
Delicious. Ooh. Rather fishy. Right, I'm gonna have my first bite. I'm blown away by how mushroomy that is. Not gonna lie, this is quite impressive. I don't know how I do it. That sounds big-headed, but I literally mean like I don't know how I get away with it because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. The amount of times I fry things as well in the kitchen with just oil in the pan, such as when I cook spaghetti and then I fry it with oil to make like a stir fry. That's kind of dangerous, and I'm telling people to do that on the internet as well. I'd like to know what other people are making during lockdown. Are you eating more or less? That's what I want to know too. And are you creating more like recipes, or are you doing less? Because I go through stages of not wanting to cook a lot because I'm scared of going through all of my stock, and then I go through this like phase where I'm like, might as well eat it all because you never know what's going to happen at the end of this pandemic, do we? I mean, are you still on your diets? Have we collectively given up as a nation? What's going on? I stopped mindful eating mainly because my anxiety was like off the roof at one point, so I was like, what's the even point? But now I'm okay and I'm chill. I just haven't gone back into mindful eating because I'm just kind of like, I'm not gonna see anyone. No one's seeing me. I guess it just goes to show that I lose weight for other people, which is very unhealthy. But my plan, which is a very unhealthy plan, so don't do what I'm about to say, is to literally get back on it as soon as we know when lockdown's finishing, because I don't want to spend such a miserable time dieting. Anyone who's dieting right now whilst on lockdown is my actual hero. But then again, does mindful eating count as dieting? I don't think it does. Anyway, let me know in the comments some recipes that you've been creating. I want to see, or tag me in them on Instagram or something. I just want to know. I like food, you know. Are you ordering lots of takeouts? I've been too scared to order takeouts because I'm scared that I'm going to catch the virus through the food. I don't know. I'm very paranoid at the moment. Like, even the daily exercise we're supposed to be getting, I'm too scared to do that because I'm just worried that I'm going to catch it from a dog or something. I can't help but touch a dog when one comes near me. Adam's cooking some chicken in the oven, which is usually the kind of dinners we've been having. We just shove pizza in the oven, we shove veggie sausage rolls in the oven, or I don't know. We've got loads of pasta and rice stocked up just in case we want to feel a little bit creative, but collectively, both of our kind of creative levels don't go really high when we're cooking, especially Adam. He doesn't really like cooking elaborate food, because I'm the foodie here in the relationship. He isn't. It's funny because obviously I'm eating at my kitchen table, and right across where I like wash up and cook and stuff is one of my neighbour's windows, and I think it's his window from his sink as well. I can't work out if it's his bathroom sink or his kitchen sink, but I always see him there and I'm always looking at him, but he never ever looks back. And when I first moved in, I was like, how rude, like why isn't he looking back at me? Oh, that's kind of stale. But then I kind of figured, well, he's seen the same window for however long he's been in the flat, and it's new to me, which is why I'm looking at him, especially at night time when he turns the light on and all I can see is this glowing window in my face. But now I've been here for a year, I'm kind of like, thank God he doesn't look back, because the stuff he probably would see if he did, like my bathroom's just there. The amount of times I've done that like quick run walk because you've forgotten like toilet paper, or you've forgotten the towel or your dressing gown, he would have seen some sights, trust me, from both me and Adam. He would have seen some butts. He's missing out on some butts. I've been playing a lot more Dead by Daylight, by the way. I'm like this much better than I was in the video where I showed you guys me playing Dead by Daylight. Is that a hair? That looks like a dog hair, and we ain't got no dog. Phantom dog? You can stay. As soon as this time of year turned, as soon as spring hit, I was so excited to be drinking ciders more. I love ciders in summertime. Just reminds me of like pub gardens and like a stroll through a countryside where you stop off. You know when you're on holiday but it's somewhere like local and you just like do an afternoon stroll and you stumble into a cottage pub and you just have like pub food and cider. Is that anyone else's kind of tradition when they go on holiday? Or speaking of, people don't holiday locally as much as they should. People always go abroad and find it really crazy when I say that I'm going on a holiday somewhere that's literally like 100 miles or so down the road. They're like, that's not a holiday. I'm like, bitch please. English countryside though, like sometimes that tops off some Spanish beach. Maybe not a Caribbean beach, a tropical beach, but oh, I'm getting full now. It's been fun though. Did you enjoy cooking and eating with me? Probably not. As tragic as this whole lockdown is, it's been pretty bliss, really. When you see through all the anxiety and that dies down, you definitely can enjoy yourself a lot more, and you just, I mean, it sucks because I'll probably miss my birthday at this rate. My birthday's end of June. I never would have thought I'd be spending, when I moved into this flat, never thought I'd be spending what could be my last days in it. Never thought I'd be experiencing a global pandemic in it. There's a lot more worse things, honestly, that we could be asked to do as as a society, and everyone's going absolute bananas because they can't see their mates, and I'm just like, to be fair, if you're isolating on your own, then holy hell. I have nightmares about that. Like, I have nightmares about Adam getting ill. Please, no. And me just left on my own. I couldn't even survive an evening when he went into hospital because his throat had swollen up. I didn't really speak about that properly in a video, but that happened when we lived here. And we just thought it was gonna be, he was gonna experience an appointment, like have a checkup. We went to A&E after he came back from work, and they were basically like, yeah, this is more serious than you think. He needs to have surgery right now. Because it was late in the evening, they were like, no, he needs to stay here because it's dangerous for him to go home, and then he can have surgery first thing in the morning. And I was like, what? I got a taxi home from the hospital we were at, which an ambulance had taken us to. We got taken, like, we were in A&E, a local A&E. They shoved us in an ambulance because they were like, this is very serious. And we were sat in an ambulance for like half an hour, and I was like, what is going on? And then Adam had to stay there, and I couldn't stay there overnight with him for some reason, don't even know why. And I had to get a taxi home, which cost me 20 quid. And I remember coming home to a quiet house and texting Adam like, I'm sad. And it makes me really sad to think there's people out there who have people in hospitals and they can't hear from them. So I was very grateful that I could hear from Adam. That made me feel so much better. But it was horrible. Like, I went to sleep scared, and the great thing about it was I woke up and Adam was basically like, I'm coming home. So that was barely anything. So that's how pathetic I would be on my own. I would literally last 2 minutes because I couldn't even do that on my own. It was horrendous. I think I'll just end up streaming on you now for 24 hours a day. But hey, at least it would be counting as working, right? I think I'm done. I'm gonna die. Well, that was fun. Cheers. If you're having dinner as well, or if you're having drinks, I don't know, whatever you're doing. Cheers. I'm gonna go. I very much enjoyed this. Should I do it again? I don't know, let me know. Don't forget to join me on social media such as Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. I do YouNows, which are live streams, and I also have tarot readings if you want to book one. I'm on Patreon too, and I will see you for my next video. Bye bye.